This part of the stream is called Conservatives Are Trying to Groom Your Children. Mind you, all these stories are just from this week. So, first off, we have this asshole. Boink. Pro-life ex-GOP aide who worked on Trump ads sentenced to more than a decade in prison because he enjoyed seeing children getting R-worded. What? What in the fuck? Ex-GOP.
Goddamn America!
Yeah, holy shit. Ex-GOP staffer who helped design social media ads on Donald Trump's re-election campaign has been sentenced to more than 12 years for receiving hundreds of child sexual abuse materials, including videos of babies being R-worded. What the fuck? How the fuck did you even get that? What the fuck? Holy shit. This is way crazier than I thought it was going to be. And this is just the first one. Ruben Verostigui reportedly posted a photograph of himself at the White House just 2 months before his arrest on child pornography offenses. According to his now deleted LinkedIn account, he previously worked as a senior digital strategist for the Senate Republican Conference. Oh, what a fucking surprise, huh? World's a bad place, yo. Yeah. So, here he
Give
is.
him a warm March for Life welcome.
I am so amazingly blessed to be here
Apparently, Chuds love this guy.
today with all of you representing the youth of the pro-life movements. We are the generation that have been affected the most by abortion. We are the generation has been led to believe that the innocence, the killing of the innocent preborn child is okay.
Yeah, you just want more children so you can fuck them, you fucking maniac. The only reason this dude is against abortion is so he can fuck the children when they're born.
How many of us are missing brothers, sisters, cousins, friends because of abortion? How many people are missing here today?
Nobody! Because they're not people.
That should be
Fucking
joining
psycho.
us, marching down these streets, but are not because of abortion. More than 1/3 of our generation have been aborted. We have,
Well, good. If they're anything like you, it's probably a good choice.
and we haven't been fooled. We know what abortion is. We've seen the procedures. We've seen the graphic images.
Evacuation.
And we have seen our brothers and sisters through ultrasounds.
Yeah, so
We
anyway.
can't just sit around anymore and wait for change to happen. We need to get up. We need to get out there and make change happen. I truly believe that
Yeah, go fuck yourself, dude. Kid fucker. So, these motherfuckers constantly projecting their bullshit. And next to fuck up on Chuds Are Grooming Your Kids is this asshole, I mean. Chalmette pastor arrested by state police on suspicion of sexually abusing a minor? Oh my God, what a shock. Milton O. Martin III was booked with sexual battery and carnal knowledge of a juvenile.
WWL-TV. This is the Eyewitness News at 6.
It's just a very frightening situation that I'm getting very tired of.
Wait, this ain't even the right story. All right. Shelman pastor was arrested by state police on Wednesday on suspicion of sexual abuse of a minor. Over the course of 3 years, state police spokesperson said in the press that Milton O. Martin III, 56, was booked with criminal knowledge of juvenile and sexual battery. Martin was accused of having sexual relationships with multiple juveniles on multiple occasions from 2010 to 2013. Whatever. Chud. LSP with investigation anyway. Although the church where Martin serves was not identified by authorities, WWL-TV identified Martin as the current pastor for the first. He's the current pastor for the First Pentecostal Church of Shammah via the Facebook page. Martin has been held that position for more than 14 years, meaning the alleged abuse would have been started shortly after he began the job. And can't be found. That's fine. So these motherfuckers always fucking projecting. And next up, we have this asshole right here. Skirt. Official with Catholic diocese in California is arrested for possessing and sharing child porn. Every accusation is a confession. Arias, yeah, fucking exactly. Chuds are really the sickest, most depraved people on the planet. They are. And they're always fucking projecting. That's why they're pointing at us and saying we're groomers constantly, 24 fucking 7, because it's literally them at all fucking times.
A new controversy for the Diocese of Oakland. One of its employees has been arrested for allegedly possessing and sharing child pornography. Our
true Carpe.
investigative unit has been breaking stories on the church's sex scandal for years. Investigative reporter Hilda Gutierrez joins us now with this new development. And Hilda, what have you learned?
Yes, we were able to confirm the arrest after getting tipped off by a former priest within the diocese. He believes the diocese isn't being transparent, and as far as we know, church officials still haven't notified the public, even though 2 full months have gone by.
Jeremiah York served as the director of liturgical ministries and executive assistant to the rector at the Cathedral of Christ the Light in Oakland until January 6th, when Walnut Creek police arrested him on suspicion of possessing and sharing child pornography.
Okay, and not to mention, just so you know, every story that I'm about to show are all from this week. Could you imagine if this happened, if there was, any stories like this about drag queens, like if this was a year of stories of drag queens, these chuds would be fucking off the rails. But since it's Republicans and priests, you're not going to hear a peep out of these motherfuckers about this.
His photo and employment information were still on the cathedral's website.
Someone called Chudbusters. What's up? Suck my thud, Chud.
Last Friday, but were taken down shortly after we asked about the arrest.
So it's Chud busting time.
Just appalled and astounded by that.
Tim Steer is a former priest with the...
It would be on Fox nonstop. And the thing is, they don't have any stories like that, or they would be fucking playing them non-fucking stop. But they don't have that. So it's, instead they just point at LGBT people and say groomers, while behind the scenes they're literally grooming children.
The Diocese of Oakland in a critic of the Catholic Church handling of child abuse cases. He alerted an investigative unit after he learned of York's arrest.
My source didn't want to be named, but my source gave me permission to pursue this.
He believes the diocese should be transparent with its members about the case.
I'm still concerned that the responsibility of the diocese goes beyond just basically firing him. Were there announcements at all the masses? Were all the parents of children in the cathedral notified of this.
A spokesperson with the Diocese of Oakland told us York is no longer employed by the cathedral and has not worked there since the first week of January, adding the following about the arrest. In reviewing the situation, we have not discovered any potential criminal conduct by Jeremiah York in the course of his employment or occurring on cathedral property, utilizing his property or involving parishioners, including minors. They told us York oversaw the planning and preparations of liturgies, helped coordinate events, and worked alongside altar servers who were almost exclusively adults at the
They
time.
investigated themselves and said they didn't do anything wrong? I'm shocked.
But Steer says some of the liturgies, such as baptisms and
sounds like another institution that I can think of that investigates themselves whenever they fucking murder somebody and then find out, oh, we didn't even do anything.
communions involve children.
It's almost
They
like
have
there should be some kind of outside source investigating these motherfuckers or something.
serious responsibility to let the public know. And I think the whole diocese needs to know, because the cathedral is the mother church of the diocese. It's the bishop's church.
We could not reach York for comment. Police told us the case is under investigation. It has not yet been referred to the Contra Costa County District Attorney's Office.
Synergistic shift. Hell
Our
yeah.
investigative unit specifically
Mormons,
asked the Oakland
them
Diocese
too,
if
but-
they have notified others about York's arrest, but officials did not answer.
Of
that
course
specific
they
question.
didn't
Back to
notify
you.
anybody, dude. Like, they ain't gonna say shit. And then next up, we have this asshole. Mark Riviera, former Anglican lay pastor. Lay pastor? Unfortunate term, I guess, to use there, huh? Sentenced to 15 years in prison. She continues to be impacted every single day by this man's abuse, said the mother of the child abuse survivor who first reported Riviera.
Mark Rivera, a former Anglican lay pastor, sentenced to 15 years in prison. RNS Mark Rivera, a former lay pastor in a conservative Anglican denomination who was convicted in December of felony child sexual abuse and assault, was sentenced on Monday afternoon, March 6, to 15 years in the Department of Corrections. Judge John Barsanti of Illinois 16th June.
Ain't a drag queen in this entire list that I'm fucking doing. Like, it's always them. Always. They're projecting, as usual.
Judicial Circuit Court in Kane County granted Rivera the minimum sentences for his crimes. The judge earlier found Rivera guilty of 2 counts of predatory sexual assault of a victim under 13 years old, a Class X felony, and 3 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse of a victim under 13, a Class II felony. Rivera will get credit for time already served in jail and spent under electronic monitoring and will be eligible for parole before completing his full sentence. During the first half of the sentencing hearing, which occurred on February 24, Sharon Marie, the mother of the child Rivera was found guilty of abusing, read victim impact statements for both her and her daughter. She continues to be impacted every single day by this man's abuse and the traumatic experience of having to testify about it in court,
GOP,
said
ABP,
Sharon Marie,
true.
who asked to go by her first and middle name to protect her family's privacy. Sharon added that Rivera was a lay pastor in our church in a position of spiritual authority over
Joe Budnick, what is up, baby? Thank you for rating. What up, homie? Yo, everybody should follow our homie. Joe Budnick. What's up, homie? We are just doing a little segment called Conservatives Are Grooming Your Children. And we're talking about this asshole right now, Mark Riviera, Anglican lay pastor, who is getting 15 years for grooming kids
her
at his
daughter,
church.
as well as a trusted family friend. When my daughter bravely spoke up about her abuse, our
Need to
church
finish
and
the
community
Chinese
of
food?
friends,
Hell yeah,
under this
baby.
man's influence,
Sounds
turned their
good as
backs on her
hell.
and chose
Thanks
to
for rating,
support her
baby.
sexual
Love you.
abuser, she said. Rivera also read a statement on February 24th asking for the minimum sentence. I understand that I have been convicted of a heinous crime, he said. I've committed to becoming a better person, a better father, a better husband, a better member of the community.
No!
He concluded his statement by saying he prayed for God's blessing and healing.
I love how these fucking kid fuckers try to get sympathy by being like, but I have kids. It's like, what? That makes it worse. You motherfucker.
For everyone involved in this trial.
Kid fucker.
On February 24th, Rivera's lawyer, Brittany Peterson, expounded on a motion she filed.
Yeah, not one LGBTQIA person in this entire fucking list. So anyway, you get the point. Chuds are grooming your kids. Next up, these are all this week, by the way. All of this is 1 week of Chuds getting caught grooming. Next up, we got this fuckhole. Quincy youth pastor arrested for following sexual abuse investigation. The Quincy Police Department reported the following Tuesday of an arrest of Quincy man following into an investigation alleged sexual abuse. Isaiah Mickelson, 22, of Quincy, was arrested Tuesday following an investigation that started in January with a parent reporting possible sexual abuse of their child by the youth director / pastor at Hope Lutheran Church in Quincy. During the investigation, multiple juveniles interviewed by the Child Advocacy Center alleged abuse by Mickelson and said that the abuse occurred at the church. And these motherfuckers want to ban drag shows. We should, if you really want to ban, if you really care about the kids, you should be banning churches. Maybe we should start banning the fucking churches. If you really care about kids getting fucked. Because I'll tell you, I haven't seen one example of any kids getting touched at any fucking drag shows. What the fuck soever. But just this week, we have more of these fucking church chuds than I can even count. And I'm not even near done yet. But, so, Tuesday, detectives with Quincy Police Department assisted Adams County Sheriff Department located Mickelson and conducted a traffic stop south of Quincy, blah, blah, blah. At initial court appearance on March 9th, 2 additional charges of child pornography were filed. Because, of course, he had CP also. And bond was increased to $250K, which is not shit for this. You know, this dude's probably out fucking more kids right now. Amazing. Yeah, so if they really want to start banning things, I don't know. I can only think of one place that should be getting banned, and it ain't fucking drag shows. And next the fuck up on Republicans are grooming children. Former Leon County teacher, youth pastor, indicted on child sex crimes. This is starting to become redundant. And this is all from this fucking week. March 7th. This is when this came out. Leon County Sheriff Department said Gary Buckaloo surrendered to authorities Monday after being indicted on 2 felonies. I already read that part. Buckaloo is charged with 1 count of indecency with a child sexual contact and 2nd-degree felony, and 1 count of sexual abuse of a child continuous victim under 14 at 1st-degree felony. Buckaloo, quite a name. This is sweaty chud. Gaslighting these motherfuckers, literally, this is why they're doing that. This is why they're doing the whole groomer fucking narrative to begin with, is so that they can make the word groomer meaningless. And so when someone calls them out for being an actual groomer, you know, people will just think, oh, they just support trans rights or something. Like, that's their whole plan. Buckaloo is listed as a life skills teacher. Yikes. Ooh.
Trans rights.
Trans rights. Hell yeah. With Buffalo ISD, but hasn't been on campus since December 2022, according to the statement released by the district. All right, whatever. Buckaloo was also listed as a youth pastor and worship leader of First Baptist Church, Normandy. As of Tuesday afternoon, his name has been removed from the staff directory. KBT reached out to the pastor of the church, but our calls have been not returned. Yeah, I bet. Buckaloo is being held at the Leon County Jail with $100,000 bail. Yeah. Well. What a fucking surprise. And then next up, we have this asshole. Dude, this is so... This just never ends. Here's a Florida man. Florida... Yeah, life skills. What the fuck? Florida minister gets a life sentence on child sex charges. Jacksonville, CBS affiliate reports. Former Jacksonville minister was sentenced to life in prison on Thursday. In March 2020, Mike Linkenauger was arrested and charged for sexual battery and lewd or lascivious acts. I don't know. A judge heard from the now 17-year-old victim, who asked the judge to hand down the maximum penalty. My world has been turned upside down by Mr. Linkenauger's actions, he said, adding, the man was a father figure to him. I don't believe he will change. Yeesh.
A Jacksonville woman tells News4 Jax her husband is, in her words, a monster. He's charged with molesting a 12-year-old boy. His wife is speaking only with reporter Vic Michelucci about her husband's arrest.
You had no idea?
I had no idea.
And you believe that the allegations are true?
Yeah.
100%.
Of course, Florida, yeah.
41-year-old Michael Linkenauger is a real estate broker. He was also active in several local
These
churches.
motherfuckers got some weird-ass names, though.
And ran a ministry called Hot Dogs for Hope, which
Hot Dogs for
the
Hope?
homeless.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm sure he's giving out his hot dog for hope. That's for sure. Oof. Yeah, Linkenauger. Real estate. Yeah, of course. Of course. And, of course, child pastor or whatever the fuck, too. Youth pastor.
Police say he resisted being arrested, and that's why his mugshot looks like what you're seeing behind me. Linkenauger appeared in court today and asked for a lower bond so that he could get out of jail.
I'm not really for police brutality.
He was in the courtroom and is joining us now live. Vic?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, hot dogs for hope. You gotta be fucking... Dude, you could not make this shit up. Like... Yeah, you know, the one time I guess I might not get too mad about that police brutality, but still, it's still
and
pretty
Tom,
bad.
The judge
but
did not.
Yeah, you're right. He did deserve it. So
skip a beat this morning, doubling that bond, and this came after the state raised the charge.
Yeah, I got the link. Yeah. Here's the entire fucking news story, and then the videos at the bottom. So, blink. There you go. I don't feel hopeful about that hot dog. Hot dogs for fucking hope, dude. What the fuck? This is how is this real life?
Charges from 3 to 11. Today we also learned that the accuser.
Wait, what? Hold on, I was talking what?
3 to 11 beat this morning, doubling that bond, and this came after the state raised the charges from 3 to 11. Today,
I thought that was the age of the kids that he was fucking. Okay.
We also learned that the accuser was just 12 years old at the time.
Okay, that's just fucking Jesus Christ, dude. Ugh.
Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker!
Sorry, I had to.
Of that alleged incident.
No, he said around 12. He said something else. He was talking about the bond was 3 to 11. He said the accuser, one of the kids that he molested was 12. The first one that came out, I guess. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't help myself, but yeah, you know.
And we heard from the wife, who is devastated.
Angry, furious, sad.
Diane Lincoln.
I don't think so, K Variable. I don't think I know that story.
Is emotional. We saw her crying in court, feet away from her husband, Michael Lincolnauger, at his hearing for child sex crimes.
My whole life's been torn apart, just completely shattered. Me and my children are just, we're at a loss. We don't know what to do.
Michael Lincolnauger wearing a red jumpsuit on suicide watch days after his arrest, accused of sexually abusing a young boy for more than a year. You had no idea?
I had no idea.
And you believe that the allegations are true?
100%.
Right.
Diane married him about 2 years ago. She fell in love with his seemingly kind spirit and generosity in the community. But everything has changed. She tells us he confessed to her about the crimes.
He lived a double life, absolutely. He made everyone in the community believe that he was this Christian man that was just awesome, and everyone looked up to him.
Were there any red flags? Did you see anything that raised your alarms?
Nothing. Never. Never in a million years would I have thought my husband.
He started to exit his car. He was immediately pulled out of his car.
Today in county court, his lawyer said officers used excessive force in the arrest, which sent him to the hospital. He also asked the judge to lower his bond from $400,000. Instead, Judge Bass doubled it to $850,000.
This is a good judge and a fair judge, but respectfully, I think he overreacted here.
You're confident he's going to be acquitted?
We look forward to the truth coming out.
His wife says the truth is he kept his bank accounts away from her, leaving her and her children with excessive bills but no money to pay them. A friend making a GoFundMe page for their basic living expenses.
We have to start our lives completely over, and I don't know how we're going to make that happen.
What do you think should happen with him?
I'd like to see him go to prison forever. Justice needs to be served.
Lincolnauger there says that she is filing for divorce. In the meantime, Mike Lincolnauger is being held at the Duval County Jail. He is in an isolation unit because he is considered at risk and under suicide watch, so he's just sharing a room with one inmate there. If he is convicted, he faces up to life in prison. Reporting live downtown at the courthouse, I'm Vic Michelucci, Channel 4, the local station.
Vic, when police announced Lincolnauger's arrest, they reached out to the public and asked for any potential victims to come forward. Do you have any new information on that?
Police and prosecutors are still asking people to come forward, and they do believe that there's the possibility that there are other child victims. Sources are telling me that at least one other boy has.
It's always, once they think they're getting away with it, they fucking keep going and going and going. Every single one of these fucking douchebag priests that do this, it's always multiple kids.
Come forward. And also, we heard on the record in the courtroom today that there may be additional charges in the state of Georgia because he is accused of committing some of these.
They're like serial killers, yeah. And did you ever notice that when Ben Shapiro or Matt Walsh or Michael Knowles talk about how LGBT people are groomers, they never show any stories that back up their claims because they don't have any. Unlike, you know, and they never would bring shit like this up.
Crimes in Savannah on vacation.
Because they don't care about kids. They only care about spreading their bullshit narrative to, you know, try to destroy the LGBT community. All right, hold on. Let me do that when the segment's done, because I'm gonna probably put this on YouTube and shit. So, then next the fuck up. Oh wait, I already did that one. Then next up on conservatives are grooming your children. Ohio pastor on felony sex charges. What a surprise. Dennis W. Lafferty, pastor at Thompson United Methodist Church in Thompson Township, is accused of sexual battery against one or more minors. Lafferty, 37, who lives at home and trustees of Thompson Methodist Church, own at whatever. I'm not gonna say their fucking address. What the hell? What's the full article? Okay. I don't know why they could. Okay, a warrant was issued for Lafferty arrests, and he was being apprehended March 10th in Crawford County, according to a statement from police officer, whatever the fuck. 7-count indictment against Lafferty states county grand jury found between November 30th, 2019 and January 30th, 2023, Lafferty engaged in various acts of sexual misconduct with one or more minors. Specifically, Lafferty was charged with 5 counts of third-degree felony sexual battery, 1 count of third-degree sexual felony, gross sexual, gross indeed, imposition involving a person less than 13 years of age, and 1 count of third-degree misdemeanor sexual imposition involving person less than 16, but also less than 13 years of age, but less than 16 years old. Third felony counts in the indictment each carry maximum potential sentence of 5 years in prison. Lafferty, former staff sergeant in the U.S. Marine Corps, joined the TUMC in July 2018 after serving 3 years as pastor at the United Methodist Church in Nevada, Ohio. He is married and has 3 daughters. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Alright, that's enough of that guy. Fuck that guy. Yeah, where's Q when you need them? It's almost like they actually don't give a fuck about child molesters. It's almost like they're full of shit and they are just constantly projecting. You know, I would not be surprised if we find a bunch of fucking QAnoners with stories like this next, because this is just never-ending shit with these motherfuckers. Here's another one. CPAC, Chudpack, I mean, rented a booth to a convicted child sex offender. Oh my god! What a fucking surprise. HN. Yeah, exactly. Just known for rampant child The CP. Not CPAC. I'm shocked. Darrell Brooks manned a booth at CPAC to sell his book, Welcome to America, How Cultural Marxism is Slowly Destroying America. That's the name of his book. Of course. Of fucking course it is. Well. A convicted sex offender manned a booth at the Conservative Political Action Conference, CPAC, as featured speakers told the crowd it was conservatives' duty to protect children from the threat of transgenderism and sexualization. Darrell Brooks, okay, I already read that part. Yeah, his book is How Cultural Marxism is Slowly Destroying America. Cultural Marxism. Come on, dude. Yeah, the Nazi playbook. Exactly. That's basically it. Ooh, yummy Catalina. Hell yeah. Looks good as hell. I'm gonna eat some food after this segment, too. Once again, let's contrast with Drag Queen Story Hour. Exactly. Not one Drag Queen Story Hour has any stories coming out like this. Shocking. Because you know, if a Drag Queen Story Hour had somebody who was convicted like this, the right would be nonstop, just over and over again, talking about that story. But they don't have any examples because it's not happening. It's actually them doing it. A court convicted Brooks of masturbating in public in 1995. He was also convicted for exposing himself to 2 minors in New Jersey in 1998. According to the Times of Trenton, Brooks does not appear in either state's sex offender registry. When asked why Brooks does not appear in Pennsylvania's registry, a representative of the Pennsylvania State Police told Hate Watch that when the law went into effect in 1996, all registrants were to remain on public database for 10 years. The law changed in 2000 to make some registrations permanent, but it depends on the situation, as some registrants may be removed in a given time period. Wow. CPAC featured anti-trans speaker who referenced a hard right trend of falsely portraying LGBTQ people as a threat to children. Michael J. Knowles, Daily Wire host, said transgenderism must be removed from public life because he is a genocidal maniac. I just showed that. We already know. What these motherfuckers narrative, they want to do a trans genocide in this country. Fuck them. Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton said conservatives should reject the demonic assault on U.S. children, referencing transgender equality. Former Democrat Tulsi Gabbard of Hawaii said Democrats support pedophiles teaching children. Gabbard left the party in October of 2022. So she can do the I left the left grift because it's very lucrative. A representative for Gabbard said that she never heard of Brooks. Knowles and Judicial Watch did not respond for comment. Yeah, I bet. Brooks has run for local, state, and national office for various parties. What the fuck? Libertarian Party, of course. Because of course. What else? CPAC organizer Matt Schlapp faces the accusations he sexually assaulted a male staffer on Herschel Walker's Senate campaign this past January. Wait, what? Schlapp has denied the allegations. Former Vice President Mike Pence declined an invitation to the event. He did not give a reason. Yeah, I know the reason, because Chuds want to hang him. Like, of course he's not going to CPAC. He might get fucking hung. Alright, so, holy shit. Matt Schlapp had sexual assault. Dude, I didn't even know about that. Russell Brand, yeah. Oh, yeah, the I Left the Left grift, yeah. It's a lot of people are doing it because apparently you can literally get rich. You can make millions just saying that you left the left and now you're a fucking turf or a chud or some shit. Oh my God. And so then next we have Texas. This is all just from this week, by the way. Every story that I have shown so far, all in 1 week. Could you imagine if even half of these stories were LGBT people? Like, the Chuds would be fucking losing it. But they don't have any stories like this. That's why they just make shit up. Here we go. Travis Avenue Baptist Church pastor resigns on Sunday after arrest on Friday. Drew Erickson, lead teaching pastor at Travis Avenue Baptist Church in Fort Worth, Texas, resigned suddenly on March 5th after he was arrested in Tarrant County 2 days before on suspicion of carrying an unlawful weapon and driving while intoxicated with a child under 15 in the car. Oof. The letter was distributed to the church with unsigned introduction. It was with great sadness to inform you that our lead teaching pastor, Drew Erickson, has resigned. Oh, wait. This is not the... this is... I put it in the wrong spot. That's not the fucking story I meant to do. I meant to do... this one. Actually, that's enough. Like, you get the point. Chuds are trying to groom your kids. Like, I feel like... So, to top it off, here is a very base take. Here's a couple very base takes, actually. Here's one.
In the past week, there have been 17 arrests or convictions.
17. I showed almost all of them just now. I mean, it's getting redundant at this point. I feel like I just, we get it. Chuds are groomers.
Of adults accused of having sex with children. Of those 17, 14 were pastors or youth pastors at Christian churches. One was the husband of a youth pastor. One, a police officer. None were drag queens.
None were drag queens. Oh my God, what a surprise. You mean it's the Chuds that are groomers all along and they're just projecting?
When I tell you we're not angry enough, I've been down a rabbit hole all morning. I want to see state legislatures across the country introduce bills that say children under the age of 14 cannot step foot in a church. And in order for them to step foot in a church, they need to attend a grooming awareness course. an article popped up that said the Catholic Diocese of Sacramento is declaring bankruptcy. And my first thought was, oh, great, not enough people are attending church. Maybe this is the end of organized religion. Started looking into it. It's not just Sacramento, it's also Santa Rosa and San Diego. And the reason is that Gavin Newsom opened up a 3-year window of time where people could file sexual abuse claims against the church and ignore the statute of limitation. As a result of this, and all the claims that have been filed, these churches are declaring bankruptcy because they cannot afford to pay off all these claims. And I
Good. Finally. I mean, not only, like, it's bad enough that these motherfuckers pay no taxes, what the fuck soever, when they're molesting all of your kids. Sue the fuck out of these assholes. So these churches close down so they can't touch any more kids.
Into it more, and there are 26 dioceses across the country that have declared or in the process of declaring bankruptcy because they cannot afford the claims against them. And I found this article from 2018. I can't find any later numbers that says the Catholic Church has paid nearly $4 billion in sexual abuse claims.
Damn! Holy shit. How do you even have $4 billion fucking dollars? Like, I know the Catholic Church is like the #1 grifter of all time, but come on, man.
I have no idea what it's like now, 5 years later.
Jesus.
The Catholic Church, which pays no taxes, took in over $3 billion in coronavirus aid in 2020.
What? The Catholic Church got $3 billion in coronavirus aid? Dude. Fuck this country. Fuck these people.
And millions of those dollars went to these churches that declared
Goddamn America! Yeah, it went to them so they could pay off all the fucking the charges. Like, literally, that's what they did with the money. They paid $4 billion over in sexual abuse cases. Like, what the fuck?
Claims.
Yes,
I have no idea what it's like now, 5 years later. Here's the kicker. The Catholic Church, which pays no taxes, took in over $3 billion in coronavirus aid.
Especially if you don't pay any taxes, why are you getting the fucking taxpayers' money? Like, they don't put into it at all. We should be getting that shit. We were the ones getting fucked during the coronavirus because we live paycheck to paycheck, while these motherfuckers are paying off all their sexual abuse fucking cases, dude. Fuck
in 2020.
America.
And millions of those dollars went to these churches that declared bankruptcy for abusing children. Our tax dollars are paying those claims. And then if all of this isn't bad enough, I found that the Associated Press did an investigation back in 2019 and discovered that almost 1,700 priests and clergy accused of sexual abuse are still working unsupervised with children. And so while all these state legislators are passing laws about banning drag shows, the real abuse is happening in these churches and nothing is being done about it.
Bam! Fucking based. Exactly. Like, if they really want to do something about this, they need to start banning churches, not drag shows. Ain't nothing going on at drag shows but a drag show. But apparently, all these churches are fucking people's kids. Jesus Christ.
Nothing. They're still allowed to work with children. Our tax dollars are paid. I knew it was bad, but this has just like sent me over the edge. No child should be allowed to step foot in a church. Ever.
Agreed. It's not safe. Like, what in the fuck? Holy shit, dude. Pun definitely intended on that one. Holy shit. So, there we go. Chuds literally fucking grooming kids.